back with some new shit that back with some new shit that back with some new shit that.
Yo, what's up, man? We back at like a crackhead. This is your boy Ill. Alright, we back at it with some new info.
Me, I always tell the truth, even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you...
Next on the chopping block, we got Young and JEFE, only does what the check say. Got into it with WACC 100. WACC 100 goes on Reggie White's platform and calls him out, calls him a bozo, because he gave his opinion on the Main Street Mafia case or whatnot. So it rubbed Young Ant the wrong way. He hops on the phone with WACC, and now he smoothed it over. They the best of friends. And he says that WACC 100 didn't tell on the Main Street Mafia Crips. Well, Deuce Sims and them beg to differ. They've been going at WACC relentlessly for a few years now. WACC said he ain't rat. He's not confidential source number 2, CS2 back. And JEFE said he agrees. Well, he's back and forth now going at Damu Kiwe conversations. Let's get to this. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Maybe the publishing he worked his artists out of, he probably still get a percentage of that. He's getting advances in Blueface name while Blueface is in jail, saying that that's what it takes to make sure nothing happens to Blueface while he locked up. You think he's $1 million nigga. This nigga sold this nigga a dream, man. He finna put that JEFE on Fig, man. Let's go.
Niggas ain't just pulling.
Nah, he from the valley. He gonna put the nigga on Laker shit. Let's go.
Don't do it like that on the street levels, but I don't really. But it's like, bro, who's a bozo? You know what I'm saying? Eerie so when he get on the line, nigga, hey, JEFE, you bullshit, nigga, you bullshit, you know, it was all laughs, you know, and generosity, so, you know, I felt that, so it kind of disarmed me. So I'm like, nigga, but hold on, nigga, who's a bozo? Nigga, like, what you talking about? Like, nigga, like, bro, all you gotta, fuck asking about me, bro. Man, what's up, bro? Like, we can do a nigga meeting, nigga, you wanna meet up, nigga, we can get on camera, bro, like, nigga, what's up, bro? You feel me? Like, all I did was react to what Active Chuck said. I don't remember coming out saying you was a rat or anything like that. And furthermore, bro, I know a lot about the case, bro. You ain't telling me nothing I don't know, bro. I just don't speak on other people game in community politics, bro. You gotta understand, I'm somebody who was in that county jail 2009 and 2010. You can look it up, bro. And I was fighting a hot one, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I got brought back down after I finished the 2009 and 10 case. I got brought back down in 2010 to 2011 for a hot one. So I was in there that whole time. And you bullshit, you know, it was all laughs, you know, and generosity. So, you know, I felt that, so it kind of disarmed me. So I'm like, nigga, but hold on, nigga, who's a bozo? Nigga, like, what you talking about? Like, nigga, like, bro, all you gotta, fuck asking about me, bro. Man, what's up, bro? Like, we can do a nigga meeting, nigga, you wanna meet up, nigga, we can get on camera, bro. Like, nigga, what's up, bro? You feel me? Like, all I did was react to what Active Chuck said. I don't remember coming out saying you was a rat or anything like that.
Maybe the publishing he worked his artists out of, he probably still get a percentage of that. He's getting advances in Blueface name while Blueface is in jail, saying that that's what it takes to make sure nothing happens to Blueface while he locked up. You think he's $1 million nigga. This nigga sold this nigga a dream, man. He finna put that JEFE on Fig, man. Let's go.
Niggas ain't just pulling.
Nah, he from the valley. He gonna put the nigga on Laker shit. Let's go.
Don't do it like that on the street levels, but I don't really, but it's like, bro, who's a bozo? You know what I'm saying? Eerie so when he get on the line, nigga, hey, JEFE, you bullshit, nigga, you bullshit, you know, it was all laughs, you know, and generosity, so.
On their job, man. Y'all sitting with Deuce Sims to die, and y'all held the Keyway pop star with the authentic receipts, the voices of the West Coast and the culture. Y'all with Keyway conversations.
That's right. Boom. So, nigga, where are your paperwork at about him telling on the main street? Nigga, where your work at on the show that nigga I just talked to, nigga, on case, They bro, you can't even spell. Maybe he ain't compromised. Maybe this nigga just a literate ass South Central nigga. I assume because he up off the west side, he might have went to Horse Band or Henry Clay or something, had a little bit better schooling in Fauché. Nigga, what kind of a synthesis is that? So decipher that? Yeah. Is he saying that CS2 back isn't CS2 back? He's saying that he knows that whatever we talk about is false, that CS2 back didn't tell on the mainstream. But, man, young Jefe, man. Young at Jefe. What is it? Jefe? Bro, we gotta do better at understanding, bro. That dude is CS. Bro, did you even get nigga sold that nigga dream like a hoe and he ran with it because that's what he wanted to hear. See, I remember when I used to send hoes, right? Right. The game was to manipulate her ears with what she want to hear. Yeah, right. So, those reality salute, they said, nah, my boy, Aunt Hefe, I fucked with him. Yeah, Aunt Hefe compromised, man. So, look, we gonna get into the content, you know what I'm saying? We gonna react to it so you can get your live reaction to it. And then, obviously, we gonna get into the evidence, right? And, you know, CS2 back didn't have dealings with everybody, right? What's shaking, y'all? What up, Miss Lisa? Dose Reality TV. He said, SK 50/50 just hit me today. When he seen me do the segment, he said, WACC and tell. SK said, WACC ain't tell, and WACC hit him out. Yeah, WACC did hide him out. I've got the clip on that. Don't mean he ain't tell, and he wouldn't necessarily know. See, young and Hefe, and you've been doing this long enough. You heard what you want to hear, and you ran with that. So, as far as WACC 100 not telling, but what was he referred to as the confidential source number 2 on that case? Did you see that word? But you just taking somebody else's word for it and you stamping it with your name on the line. Nasty work. That's how you fuck off your brand real fast, my nigga. You gotta say what you mean what you say. Dose of Reality is in the building, man. The Dose of Reality is in the building. I just don't think they want to jump off the ledge and get that involved. No, he already did that first and foremost because now he in Damu business, right? So if you don't want to jump off the ledge and get into it, what essentially what he's saying is that what Deuce Sims is talking about and what Deuce Sims is standing on is a lie. It's fake. So now, whenever you take a position, you make an opposition. Natural. And him being for South Central, he should have already knew that. And if he didn't, shame on him. Right? So he done took a position and he gonna have to stand on that position. Whatever come with it. You understand what I'm saying? And he got too many issues over there with his own homies right now to be jumping in Damu business in the first place. Oh yeah, we'll get to that at another show. Let him keep whooping, right? You know what I'm saying? Let him keep whooping. You need to focus on what you got going on in your backyard as opposed to jumping up in some Damu business, and obviously you don't even know what the fuck going on. Oh, still fuck with rats and they lie and all kind of shit, nigga. You go by the word.
That's too bad. Benji Wrong had called me the night before. I'm talking about like it was 3 o'clock here, so at 1 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. This nigga CS2 back. This nigga Benji Wrong called my number. It was a missed call. I wake up at 3 in the morning. I see the missed call. He said, send me some questions. WACC gonna do an interview, all questions. So, these is the questions that I told him to ask, tough questions. So since WACC been dodging me and running from me since I first exposed his rat ass, right? So, he blocked me on Clubhouse about 2.5 years ago, right? So I say, why do you think Greg and Dupree changed your name in the movie Unsolved, but didn't change Tanisha Swan name, who was Tammy Hawkins, or Reggie Wright Jr. name, who we both all know were 137 informants, right? I tell Reggie, ask him, why did the game Cedar Block Paru homies beat you up at the Once Upon a Time, the night Drakeo the Ruler was unalive? The third question, why did you lie about the reason your gun case in Texas was dismissed? You claimed it was illegal search and seizure, but the motion to suppress based upon illegal search and seizure was denied, and the case gets dismissed in the interest of justice. What does in the interest of justice mean? 4. Why haven't you produced evidence that Trooper Darren Chase or Deputy Torres were charged for sending dick pics to a minor? He tried to claim that that's what it was. And people just sucked it up. Well, not people, just them dick-sucking niggas over there, the Oscar Mayer Mafia, right? Then I said, why did you claim that when your home and truck was raided that only one gun was found? And why would you get Greg Caden to vouch for that lie when he brought Greg Caden to the clubhouse? 6, why did you say that you went to FBI headquarters, 64th floor on Wilshire, to pick up your files and property taken? 7, why would you need to take your lawyer with you to pick up your belongings? 8, you claim when you get to the 64th floor, you seen 6 to 8 FBI agents in flak jackets. You and your lawyer began speaking with these agents in a conference room, correct? 9, so you waived your Miranda rights and you spoke with the agents. You can't talk to the agents without waiving your Miranda rights, especially with your counsel there. Essentially, at this point, it's clear he proffered with the FBI agent, right? In this conference room, you admit that the federal task force agents claim that they had you on 2 different charges, correct? Gun charges and wiretap. 12, if they believe that they had you on an ex-felon in constructive possession of firearms and wiretaps, why weren't you arrested on the 25th when they raided your house and your truck? Because, see, the twist is he went to the 64th floor on the 27th, 2 days after his house was raided. 12, why did Greg Caden say that he met with you again at your attorney's office? See, he admit he went to FBI headquarters on Wilshire, but today I'm going to play Greg Caden admit with him when he met with Cash Jones and Cash Jones' lawyer at Cash Jones' lawyer's office.
Deuce,
What up?
you done with the question? Or you got that was all the questions?
Nah, I still got some more.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because I had one too.
Right? I said, where were you at in your truck when the federal task force pulled your 18-wheeler off over? Now, mind you, they were told that it was like Fort Knox inside a WACC house as far as with guns. So they wanted to trick him out of the house so that he wouldn't be home around all of them guns when they raided. So they had a company contact him to come pick up a big load that they knew he wouldn't pass up the money, and that was how they got him out the house. They didn't allow him to get too far before they busted him and raided his house, handcuffing his wife. Now, we got a couple more questions, right? So, Mark Stevens says that he placed you as security for Ray J in return for you getting Suge Knight on the phone. So you were on Deja 34 payroll as security, right? Well, why didn't investigators Deputy Paul Fournier, Michael Coet include your statement along with Shaquille O'Neal's statement, Mark Stevens' statement, DJ K-Slay's statement, Ray J's statement, and Robert Ross's statement in the Deja 34 investigation? We got all of their statements. WACC 100, who's security for Ray J, who helped plug Mark Stevens with Suge Knight, put him on the phone so that the deal could be done with Koch Records and Ray J. Yet we got all of their statements, everybody who was employees at Deja 34 except WACC 100, right? So, 2, why did you introduce Greg Caden as the lead detective of the main event when you brought him to Clubhouse? Greg Caden is not the lead detective of the main event investigation. He was the lead detective of the Biggie murder investigation. 3, how long have you known Marley Marl, right? One of the informants, the Grammy Award-winning informant on testifying against Big U, right? Then, do you, Luce, and 600 go to Marley's studio to record music for them or for your artists, right? Establishing the relationship he's been having these last several years with them while this investigation was going on. So not only does he have the relationship with the CRIP cop, not only does he have the relationship with Luce Coochie Cannon, who he directed, orchestrated, and facilitated the incrimination of Big U on No Jumper into multiple crimes, on academics in multiple crimes. Marley Marl, you have the relationship with him, and then you got the business relationship with the other main informant on the case against Big U, quick to tell Dale Morris, right? So then I ask him that. How long have you known Dale Morris? Have you ever discussed any facts of the Big U indictment with Dale Morrison? You claim you have done business with Dale. What kind of business did you do with him? 8, can you show us how living above your means is a crime which allowed the task force to claim probable cause to search your house? 9, September 14, 2021, Luce Cannon drops the cookout, dissing WACC 100. Didn't you previously say that Luce Cannon was always working for you and you told him to make that diss record so that Big U would believe that you wasn't working for him? Which would establish that since at least sometime before September 14, 2021, Luce Cannon has been working for Federal Confidential Source 2 back and not for Big U. So those crimes that he claimed were done on behalf of Big U really was done on behalf of Big U's rival and orchestrated and sent Luce Cannon then to incriminate Big U as the culprit. 10, Adam 22 places you at the scene of No Jumper beatdown and says that Luce and his crew came with you. Why should the feds believe why should the people believe investigators have had no interest in interviewing, corroborating who was at the crime scene to determine who may have had exposure to be charged criminally? So those were all of the questions that I had for him. Yael, you said that you also had some questions before I get into the content. Y'all hit that like button. We're going to get into this ASAP.
Those were some very, very direct questions. And, I had a few questions myself. Why would you say you went to the 64th floor on Wilshire and it only has 17?
Right. That, and we know that he always put the 10 on the 2.
Right.
But let's go Bomani in the chat. Salute. If Wedgie was so good at running the label, why didn't they have success under his leadership? CS2 and Wedgie always trying to downplay what Suge did in the industry, which show you they're the biggest haters. What's up, Bomani? Salute to the house. You already know. Salute to the B's and C's. You know what I'm saying? But look.
I felt that, so it kind of disarmed me. So I'm like, nigga, but hold on, nigga, who's a bozo? Nigga, like, what you talking about? Like, nigga, like, bro, all you gotta fuck asking about me, bro. Man, what's up, bro? Like, we can do a meeting, nigga. You want to meet up, nigga? We can get on camera, bro. Like, nigga, what's up, bro? You feel me? Like, all I did was react
to what Active Chuck said. And I don't remember coming out saying you was a rat or anything like that. And furthermore, bro, I know a lot about the case, bro. You ain't telling me nothing I don't know, bro. I just don't speak on other people gang in community politics, bro. You gotta understand, I'm somebody who was in that county jail 2009 and 2010. You can look it up, bro. And I was fighting the hot one, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I got brought back down after I finished the 2000.
That. Just know this, and Jefe, you went to a cop, a snitch cop, 600, to go get everything smoothed out by a rat. So you went to a rat to get smoothed out with another rat. So the conversation went like this. Young and Jefe don't care nothing about what the checks say, because you over there piecing it up with rats, bro. That's not what we do. You said you been in the pen and all that. Bro, when do real niggas sit with niggas who is in paperwork, bro? They only do that when they compromise. So if that's what you doing, you got to stay over there with that.
And that, just know this, and Jefe, you went to a cop, a snitch cop, 600, to go get everything smoothed out by a rat. So you went to a rat to get smoothed out with another rat. So the conversation went like this. Young and Jefe don't care nothing about what the checks say, because you over there piecing it up with rats, bro. That's not what we do. You said you been in the pen and all that. Bro, when do real niggas sit with niggas who is in paperwork, bro? They only do that when they compromise. So if that's what you doing, you got to stay over there with that.
Dude Sims, let's get to that content, man. You already know which way it is. This is a double keyway.
So what y'all think out there?
Man, salute to the Battle supporters that's tapping in. If you a friend that told a friend to tap in, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Salute to the chat. Y'all know that's where it's at. And salute to the Blue Wrench Mob that's always on their job, man. Y'all sitting with Deuce M's to die. And y'all L, the Keyway pop star. With the authentic receipts, the voices of the West Coast and the culture. Double Keyway.
Can you buy that? Nigga, next time you hear grown folks talking, shut the fuck up here.
That's where we get that shit from. So if these niggas is all telling on each other, that's what they do. Who can tell first? That's what they do. Who can tell first, my nigga? That's in the mob. Yeah, that's where that whole rat and all that shit comes from, the mafia.
FirstFamRadio.com. FirstFamRadio.com. Nigga got a grip, nigga get a grip, nigga with the gang and rolling with the Alpine.